get the monster out of your mind. But who is this monster? Well, let me present to you anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent situation or something with an uncertain outcome. Anxiety might help you to cope. It may give you a boost of energy. But people with anxiety disorders, their worries are excessive, and they can be overwhelming. An estimated 4% of the global population suffer from anxiety. And you might think, it's not a big number, but it's more than 301 million people that suffer from anxiety, making this disorder the most common of all mental disorders.
First, let's make the difference between anxiety and stress. The big difference between stress and anxiety is the presence of a specific trigger, such as a test, a problem at work, or before making a big decision. Stress is typically tied with a specific situation. Once that situation resolves, so does your stress. But this monster is always attacking you, and it never leaves your side.
Now, the types of anxiety. Generalized anxiety, or by its acronym GAD or GAD. People with GAD worry about ordinary things such as health, money, work, and family. But their worries are excessive. They have them almost every day for at least 6 months. The second one is panic disorders. People with panic disorders have panic attacks. These are sudden repeated periods of intense fear that can last several minutes or more. And the third one are phobias. Phobias is an intense fear of something that poses little or no danger at all. This can be about spiders, flying, being in crowded places, or social situations known as social anxiety.
Anxiety signs. These are specifically for GAD or GAD. Your worrying is uncontrollable and causes distress. You're constantly overthinking what may happen in the future. Your worrying affects your life, and this can derive to some signs or symptoms like hyperventilation, trembling, sweating, and an increase in temperature.
But is there a specific cause for anxiety?
The cause for anxiety is unknown. Factors such as genetics, brain biology, and chemistry, stress, and your environment may play a role. But what could be causing it? Expectations. I know all of us have them and want to fulfill them. For some are goals or achievements, but for others are a nightmare. But let's talk about 3 types. First, family expectations. They want you to have a great job, earn good money, but sometimes how they say it hurts and it gets stuck in your mind. Sometimes they compare you with a family member, and they rub all their achievements in your face. You're afraid to fail and disappoint all your family. The second one, academic expectations. The society that we live in has high regard for academic excellence. Those who fail to meet up to the expectations constantly face hard criticism, which creates self-doubts about their abilities and intelligence. With a competitive world out there, students are pushed by their parents to build a bright future and succeed in life. However, the big pressure on students not only hinders their growth and learning, but leads to feed the monster. The third one, society expectations. There are implicit rules that govern one's reactions and beliefs that in a certain way is deemed acceptable by society. And if you don't follow these rules, you will be judged.
Living with anxiety is like being followed by a voice. It knows all of your insecurities and uses them against you. It gets to the point when it's the loudest voice in the room, the only one you can hear. Anonymous. Well, right now, this monster is on my head. I have tried to think, when did this monster start to come after me? Trying to find some clues. When did I become this anxious and sometimes paranoid Greg that I became for so long? At home, I have this role model that I admire, but it got to the point that I wanted to be her, because being me wasn't enough. My anxiety was always there, slowly bubbling to the surface, until one day it would erupt and pour into every aspect of my life. I am that person that whenever someone that I care and love tell me about their worries, I made it my own. It's like I have this backpack that I will always be carrying, but I lost my own voice. At home, I have these expectations, and let me tell you, sometimes they weren't even there. But this monster told me, oh, they are there, and you will never be enough. Then I started high school, and I had the question, what do I want to study? Well, I decided I want to study medicine Yes, I know, a difficult and challenging career, you might say. Well, let me tell you that that phrase got stuck in my head for these 3 years. Even with all the study, the practice, having the better grades, the best teachers, I wasn't enough. This monster will never leave me see my achievements. I hid myself in every class project, homework, and after-school project, leaving no time for self-doubting myself. So we know how it feels. And for this, we want to give you some methods in order for you to control it. They're gonna have good and bad days. Some days, the monster will want to take over, but you are strong. I could have come up here and just tell you, don't be anxious, but I know it's not that easy. So with this, the first method.
The first one is journaling, writing all your thoughts and your worries. Then you will be questioning your thought pattern, and it might help you to change it. The second one, exercise. Distract your mind and put all your thoughts in something else.
The third one is talking it out. For this, you might need a specialist, a psychologist, because he will keep track on what you are doing and how you're doing. Because sometimes we don't even know this monster, and we don't believe in it, but it is there. And with this, you can also have some friends, because my friends have been the support #1 that have always been there, and I know that whenever I need it, I could talk to them. And the last one is reading. And for this, we want to show you this technique. It's called the 4-7-8 breathing. With this breathing technique, it forces your body and mind on regulating your breath. Instead of rethinking your thoughts, because I know you do at night with your bed, I don't know, but you do it. Dr. Will even describe it as a natural tranquilizer for your body. And it's like this. For 4 seconds, you're gonna take a deep breath, a slow breath from your belly. For 7 seconds, you're gonna maintain it, and for 8 seconds, you're gonna breathe out. This technique is recommended to do it 3 times in a row, but you can do as many as you need. Here's a number that you can call if you ever feel like this, la línea de la vida, or know someone that has. Remember, anxiety doesn't define you. I'm María Jose Solorio.
And I'm Constanza Alcantar.
And this was
Get the monster out of your mind.
Thank you.